is changing the game this election cycle. He's firing up the base across the country, and it's all looking pretty positive, I think. Check out these numbers from the latest NewsWeek poll. 48% of likely voters say that they'll be voting for Democrats, while 45% plan to vote Republican. And his own approval rating is starting to move up at 54%. That's up 6 points from late September. I think Republicans are in for a rude awakening. Democrats are off to a strong start in early voting and outpacing Republicans in key states. For more on that, let's go to Jonathan Alter, national affairs columnist for Newsweek. He's also an MSNBC political analyst. Jonathan, what do you make of these numbers? The president obviously is having an effect by going around the country. What do you think?
He is having an effect, and the base is rallying, and early voting is looking much more positive for Democrats than people expected. But even though I'm from Newsweek, I think we need to take any single poll and approach it with some caution. We'll see whether some of the other polls that come out in the next few days match that, and if you can get what they call polling averages that are showing this, showing him up over 50%, showing a preference for Democrats over Republicans in the congressional races, then we can conclude that there is a last-minute surge for the Democrats, but it's a little premature to do that yet.
The enthusiasm gap. In the poll, voters were asked if they thought a lot about the midterm elections. Republicans at 69%, Democrats at 62%. Also, which party did you vote for if you have voted already? 52% Democratic, up by 10 over the Republicans, undecided 6%. What do you make of that number?
That's a very important number. You know, 40% of counties now have early voting. So this is something that has really changed in the last couple of elections. And it basically means that in the early returns, if those exit polls or the sampling that they do for early voting, the vote by mail, if it's accurate, that would show a better than expected result of the ballot box for Democrats. But there are so many moving pieces in this election, Ed, that we have to be very careful about jumping to too many conclusions. Part of what makes it so exciting, we don't yet know how this will go. Some people will win who we expect to lose. Other people will lose who we expected to win. And a lot of it's going to come down to whether motivated Democrats who are in districts where there is no real contest, where either it's a red or a blue district, whether they will call into neighboring districts, whether they will, get off the couch and work the phone banks in the districts nearby. It's not so much about the activist Democrats themselves voting. We know they're going to vote. It's whether they're going to try to encourage people in these swing districts that they need to get out and vote.
Jonathan Alter, always a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Ed.